Okay, so now that I have my etching template adhered to the glass, you see that I have taped off the border. I recommend doing that. Not everybody does it. I recommend doing it because you are using etching cream. If you go outside of your template and you get it on some other part of the glass, then you're gonna see that in your final result of your print. But if you put the border and you accidentally go on top of the black, you don't have to worry about it because it's not touching the glass. Okay, our next step is going to be to apply the Armour Etch cream into the areas that you see that there is hollow. Okay, as you see my finger, you can see the hollow area of the glass. Okay, be sure that when you apply your print, you take your time. You are going to possibly get creases, which I have some, but as long as there is no creases around the edge of the print, you are fine. So take your time, use your smoother tool, which I have this one. Use your smoother tool to actually go along that edge and make sure that those areas are flat, because if not, the etching cream will get up underneath it and it's going to affect your print, and it's not going to look right. Okay, so I'm going to put my gloves on and we're going to get started applying this cream. To the glass. I want to make sure that I have this set right so you can see. This actual process. Okay. And here we go. Again, wear your gloves, because if this stuff gets on your skin, you will be going to the hospital and you won't like this process anymore after you see the results. Okay, so take your acrylic brush. I'm actually going to use a bigger one. Take your acrylic brush and dip it into your etching cream and apply it generously to your glass. Don't worry about the excess, because you can always take and put it back into the jar. I hope you guys can see this, because I can't see from that side. Now, one of the things that I recommend doing is, once you rinse off the etching cream, do not immediately remove your template, because if you actually see areas where you missed, you can go back over top of it again and get those areas, you know, just kind of like re-etch over top of them. But if you remove your template, you're not going to be able to do that. Okay, and as you see, I did go over a little bit, but it's on the tape, so I'm okay. And I'm going to do this side. And once I put this on, I let it sit for a few moments to get a nice deep etch. Some people do overnight. I never had to leave a glass overnight. I would think that maybe for your thicker base glass, like a Pyrex dish, and I still wouldn't do it overnight, but you would leave it on for, you know, several minutes, maybe 15-20 minutes, to ensure that the etching gets through deep enough so that it will take effect. Because from what I understand, I haven't done it yet, Pyrex dishes are very hard to actually etch. I have seen them done, but I personally have not done it yet. So I can't attest to the challenges or how to overcome them. But you generously apply your etching. Okay. And then you just let it sit. And like you see me doing, I'm just going back over it and removing some of the extra etching cream, and I'm just placing it right back into my jar. Be very light-handed in your approach, so that way if you have fine pieces, you do not remove them. Okay, so we're gonna let this sit for a minute, and then we'll go back and we'll rinse off, and we'll take a look and see if I need to do a second layer of etching. Be back shortly.